Miami-Dade County is an international hub for trade and tourism, so it's especially important for our community to add extra layers of protection against this virus. We want to be sure that our residents, travelers, first responders are safe and that our community is not hit hard by the COVID-19. We also want our decisions to be guided by science and not to overreact. And as you know, the Florida Department of Health has reported one positive case of a 56-year-old man in Miami-Dade as a Miami-Dade resident. That is a travel-related case, and the gentleman is in self-isolation at home. Now, as difficult as things may seem, I want to remind everyone that 80% of those who test positive for the virus have mild cases or may not even know that they've had the virus. Another 15% are in serious condition, and about 3% become critical. Our collective focus at the local, state, and national levels has been that 18% on protecting the most vulnerable to serious illness from COVID-19. The CDC and the World Health Organization have found that people 60 years and older and seniors with serious medical conditions such as cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, and cancer are most at risk. Those with compromised immune systems are also at risk. Because apparently healthy people can carry the virus, and we don't want to overburden our emergency rooms with people who can self-isolate at home, we are looking at smart ways that better protect our residents and first responders. Working with JMH and CEO Carlos Gimenez, we're looking to shift resources to develop isolation spaces at MIA and also the Port of Miami. Those isolation areas at MIA and our seaport will be used to screen, question, and test travelers and employees who meet certain health criteria. Jackson will staff these isolation areas with registered nurses. Those spaces would also be used to monitor people who are being tested. Clinicians would decide at what point to release the patients to help them transition home to self-isolate or, if necessary, to transport them to the hospital. This is exactly the same procedure that doctors would follow if you went to the hospital for testing. This teamwork between Jackson and the county will help ensure that we have extra healthcare workers on site at the airport and the seaport. And for now, we continue to focus on senior citizens and those people of any age who have compromised immune systems. We develop protocols for our county's adult daycare centers, assisted living facilities, and nursing homes, and I'll add the governor's orders to restrict visitation at those facilities, and I think that's a very, very smart call. As you all know, this morning I issued an order that on Monday all the adult senior centers will be closed in Miami-Dade County. We will be working with those senior centers to develop the protocols if they need those services. The seniors need those services to be rendered at home, such as the feeding. We'll be working over the weekend to make sure that all those seniors get the services that they normally would get at these centers, at home. Deputy Mayor Maurice Kemp has been leading the development of these protocols with executives from senior service organizations and our state and federal partners. I issued an emergency order that takes effect today, which, among other things, grants the mayor of Miami-Dade County authority to order closing large events in the interest of cutting short the spread of the virus and getting our airport and seaport back to growing jobs. MIA and Port Miami currently remain in full operation. Earlier today, I met with my senior staff. I have ordered the postponement of large events such as the Youth Fair, the Miami Open Tennis Tournament, Take Your Kids to Work Day, the 5K run at MIA, and all events at American Airlines Arena. This is not just an exclusive list. We will be adding to this list as time and days go by. The March 22nd race at Homestead Speedway will be postponed. NASCAR will make the decision whether to hold the race without fans. We will be reviewing whether to postpone other large events. We're working to suspend evictions. We want to thank the Commission Chairwoman Audrey Edmondson for her support and the board's collaboration to protect our residents from the health threat. We will continue working together at the local, state, and federal levels to ensure that we meet the challenges of COVID head-on. And just before we walked in, I talked to the governor. I know that the president suspended all flights from Europe yesterday, and I'm asking him for our help to see if we can suspend the flights from Cuba. I know that there's COVID-19 in Cuba. I do not believe that there's only 3. I believe there's probably a heck of a lot more, and it poses a risk to the people of Miami-Dade County and our state. And so, Governor, I know that you're in agreement, so hopefully we can get that done, and the President can add Cuba to the list of countries that we will not be traveling to and from. life is going to be a little different for all of us in the weeks ahead. So I urge everyone to be patient as we adjust to these temporary changes to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in Miami-Dade County. And again, we're really focusing on protecting our most vulnerable, our senior citizens, and also those with underlying health issues that make them more vulnerable to this disease. And so that's where our focus is going to be on. And again, I can't say enough about the leadership of the governor and the lieutenant governor in this effort.